Know the gang, know the gang, know the gang. What's up, know the gang? If you're part of the notification gang or the know the gang, let me know in the comment section and we can chop it up after this video. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys some more heat out of the Pats playbook. I know I was supposed to release the playbook last week, but I was going to release initially just a 2 tight end scheme to where it's like a run heavy, or the scheme was dedicated around the run. And then I found some more passing plays that you guys can use. So it's going to be like a 2-part scheme. I have a 2 tight end running scheme, and I also have this 3 wide receiver passing scheme that you guys can use. So that way, if you ever need to pass for a bunch or get down the field really quick, you can pass as well. We're going to come up with one of the best plays in this playbook and in the game in general, and it's the Pats Y out. You can probably see why, and it's because there's 2 posts on the field, which means you can attack the left side of the defense and the right side of the defense, not only one at a time, but you can attack them simultaneously, which can create like a living hell for your opponent if he doesn't know how to stop crossing routes. You see the personnel, it's 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, which means if your opponent is able to lock up your plays out of this formation, you can just simply audible to the gun trips tight end, and now he has to worry about another hell formation. So we're going to come out in the Pats Y out, and I'm going to show you guys how we use it against cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. We're going to start off with cover 3 though. Now if you're new to this channel and you find this video useful, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. So you're going to see here we have the Pats Y out and we're in cover 3. Now you can say I'm manager or captain of the weenie hood and I'm a weenie and I'm scared, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the defensive ends in QB spies, and that's because if you guys been in practice mode, you know the defensive line is like on some Broly type shit. They've been drinking steroids, whatever it is, but they are the best pass rush in Madden, regardless of which team. You get like 0.5 seconds in the pocket. So I'm just going to do that right there. And here's the play setup. You want to put Gronkowski on the streak, or whoever your tight end is. Triangle of Y, select Gronkowski, and then push the D-pad up. Then you can do whatever you want with element, but I prefer to put them on a drag. Triangle of Y, select your slot receiver, and then pull the right stick down. Now the last thing that's important is to smart route Hogan. As you can see, he's on kind of like a deep skinny post, and that breaks around like the 14 to 15 yard line. But I want to bring it down a little bit, so you can press triangle of Y, select Hogan or your outside receiver, and then press R1. You see now he's breaking around the 1st yard marker, which means he's going to get open a lot quicker. And you can block the running back or do whatever you want to. So obviously the first read is Edelman, and then Gronkowski if you can get it open in the middle, and then whichever crossing route your opponent is not able to guard. And this play, and this is a normal setup, is probably going to end up being the Jordan Matthews, who I don't even think is on the Patriots anymore. Yeah, I think he's on the Eagles now. He's back on the Eagles. So the drag is the first read. Now Hogan doesn't get as open if your opponent is using the cover 3 match concept. So look, you're going to see the play come out. That corner is going to follow Jordan Matthews a little bit. Then he's going to come back and guard Hogan, who is on that crossing route. And so here's where the 1-play touchdown part of this play comes in. If your opponent is able to guard Matthews and Hogan isn't getting open because he's using the cover 3 match concept, what you can do is you can use a 1-play touchdown to really mess up your opponent. You can put Jordan Matthews on a smart out route. Triangle to Y, select Matthews, push the D-pad to the left, and then select Matthews again, and then press R1 to smart route it. And then the same adjustments on the other side. So we go here, now we block the running back. So now it's the same adjustments. Now what's going to happen is that out route by Matthews is going to pull that corner down, and you should be able to hit Hogan over the top for a cover 3 1-play touchdown. So you can see here Hogan's getting open over the top, and you can go ahead and throw that for hopefully for a 1-play touchdown. Essentially there's nobody over on that side. Let's go and take a look at it in the instant replay. So you're going to see here we're looking at this corner right here. Where is he at? This is Marshawn Lattimore. Jordan Matthews on that out route, since he's on that little cover 3 match, he's not playing the sticks, he's going to guard that out route, which opens, since Gronkowski pulls a safety back, it's going to open up Hogan to come open wide open. Now with the better pass lead, you can pass lead it probably like closer to the numbers, hold the rat catch, and either juke or outrun the safety right there. So it's a 1-play touchdown if you can get it right. Let's see if we can go ahead and get him for a 1-play touchdown real quick right here. Set up this defense. Oh, I didn't even set up Matthews correctly. Go ahead and set him up here. All right, put these on QB spies. So now I'm going to aim to get a proper pass lead for that 1-play touchdown. See, he's coming up in here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, I know you got it in you. Boy, he started the 1 yard line. But anyway, you guys see what I'm saying. And the way your opponent can stop that one play touchdown is by either putting the corners in deep halves or by playing the sticks. Most people are just going to play the sticks, so that way your corners will just play the normal cover 3 zone, and you run the same play setup, and that gives room for Hogan to come in more open on the left side. So you know how the first time we ran it, that outside corner followed Matthews and then he came back to Hogan, and then we set up the one play touchdown which allowed Hogan to get open. Now your opponent is going to play the stick, so that way your opponent doesn't get beat on that cover 3 beater, which will allow Hogan to get open on the left side. Now obviously Matthews and the slot receiver Edelman on that drag are still open, so obviously Matthews is still going to get open on the right side, but now the left side is opened up because they played the sticks, and I don't know what Brady was thinking right there, but since your opponent plays the sticks, now that's going to open up Hogan on just a normal play setup. Without the one play touchdown, now he's still open because your opponent is playing the sticks. Let's make sure that Hogan is breaking on the right. Yeah, he's breaking right there when he's supposed to break. You can still throw it to Hogan for still a solid gain. It looks like it's going to get picked up by that corner, but he's too far back. So now let's go into beating cover 2. So now we're in cover 2, and with cover 2 you run the same setup. It's not really that big of a difference between the setup between cover 2 and cover 3. So you see here on offense, we're going to run the same setup: streak, drag, and then smart route the outside right. We're going to get this pass rush off our backs, and it's going to leave room for both crossing routes. You can obviously hit the drag all the time. You can hit the tight end deep, and you can hit either crossing routes if you get a decent pass. Let's go ahead and let's throw the crossing route to the right real quick. Let's go ahead and set it up. Go ahead and get there. Now the crossing route to the right may be a little, it looks like it's going to look like it's a little covered by that cloud flat, but all you're going to have to do is throw it up the field with like an upfield pass lead. Throw it to like, what is it, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So you're going to see here, it looks like the cloud flat is there. You just throw it up the field a little bit and you should be able to get a decent amount of separation. Now obviously your opponent's going to have to cross man a lot, and this is not the only play you want to run and spam it back and forth. Now let's jump on to cover 4. Now cover 4 with the man match concepts can bring some issues, is because if you do the normal setup and they're just letting the cover 4 do the man match, it's going to guard this play pretty well. So you're going to see here, I'm going to run the same play setup, and it's going to cause a little bit of an issue against cover 4. You see here I have this play set up, but the man match does a pretty good job at matching the routes. You're going to see here that they're going to man match across, and if they got like Deion Sanders and Patrick Peterson who are in position with the man coverage, it's going to lock that play up pretty good. So if you find that your opponent is running the cover 4 man match, these are the adjustments I like to make in order to get your, not only gain yards, but to get your opponent out of those man match. The first adjustment, or the first play setup, is to put Gronkowski and your slot receiver, both of them on smart out routes. So select triangle or Y, select your your slot receiver, and then push the D-pad right to the out for an out route, and then smart route it. Triangle or Y, select your out route from the slot receiver, and then press R1 to put him on a out route, and then do the same with Gronkowski. Put him on an out route as well. And now what you're going to happen is, based on that man match coverage, that quarter flat, where is he at? Let me see, right here. This quarter flat from AJ Klein is not going to be able to guard both of them, and either Gronkowski or Edelman should be open on the sideline. More than likely, it's going to be Edelman based on what I've seen. So you can see he's going to run these out routes, and he's not going to be able to guard Edelman because that safety is the one responsible for that man match coverage. Once again, just put them both on smart out routes, and the safety is going to be responsible for man matching Edelman, and he won't be able to get out there because Edelman has the positioning for that out route. I threw it a little too early, but you see that he's going to get out. But also remember that this is man coverage, so I have 3 ways to beat it. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be just putting your slot receiver on a smart route and then putting your outside receiver on a smoke screen. This is what I would do for short yardage. And what you can do is, once that slot receiver bumps into that quarter flat, you just throw it to the smoke screen. It's not crazy yardage, but it's something that's simple, and he can get, maybe if you're on 3rd and inches, 4th and inches, you can go ahead and throw that ball right there. So let's go ahead and throw it again. He's going to get open. You can put a running back out there if you want to, and that's going to help him get a lot of yards, especially if they're base aligned. They base align like this. Oh, I forgot to even put them on a smoke screen. But you see, once they base align, you should have room to throw that hitch or that smoke screen. Let's see, make sure we got the right play set up out there. Especially if they base align, you got that smoke screen out there. You should be able to hit him for decent yardage. There's nobody around him. Gain 5 yards. There's your first down on 4th and inches. Now the third way is to remember that this is man coverage and put Edelman on a flat route. Triangle to Y, select Edelman, and then press L2 for a flat. And then put Hogan on a comeback. Triangle to Y, select Hogan, L2 for the comeback. This is going to play on the man coverage part of the play. Now they're in man coverage, you have a comeback route that can go ahead and beat that man coverage on an outside release. See, they're in man coverage, he breaks to the outside, and then you hit him here. Now if they're not playing cover 4 man match, they're just playing normal cover 4, the same play setup will work. Here we're going to play the sticks, so now they're not playing man match. You go ahead and set the same play setup as against all of them, the rest of the two, and now you have the same thing. Drag, then you got your crossing routes wide open and everything. So in general, that's the start of this pass heavy scheme out of the Patriots offense. The play is pretty simple to set up. Streak your tight end, drag your slot, and then smart route the outside receiver so he doesn't break his deep. And now you got 2 crossing routes. Another way that you can set it up, and now you can individualize it too. If you want to just target the left side, you can put the outside receiver like on a smart end route, so that way if your opponent goes to guard the crossing route, now you got end routes coming in. And if you want to attack the left side, you can do the similar thing. You can go ahead, let me set up the play again. You can go ahead and do the same thing like this. Jesus, I can't even put Edelman on the end route. So if you just want to attack one side, you just have to set that streak up and then let the left side attack. So in routes if you want to attack one side, but you can just let the play flow as naturally. I appreciate you guys showing up, man. If you like this video and you learned something, let me know by hitting that like button. It'll help me out by helping the channel or the video get shown to a lot of people who like Madden 19 content, and it lets me know that I'm putting out some good stuff. I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll see you guys around next time. I'm out.